Sometimes the pressure here at our Handyman Rehabilitation Center is just, it's too much for some people to bear.
You're distracting me. Get the out of here.
Move!
Look at this.
Yes, all right, just calm down.
Who's gonna make me, you?
This year, the stress of all of the constant building and the plumbing and the electrical work, well, it seems like it might be too much for one of our participants to bear. This is Canada's worst handyman.
In this winter hinterland,
come on.
the 5 nominees for Canada's worst handyman are getting very worked up.
No, Brian, what are you doing?
Whenever they work together.
Hey!
You're listening.
Hey, Pink Hat!
Brian!
Pink Hat! Be quiet.
That's Brian P., a retired stockbroker from Ottawa. Next is Angie.
So how about everybody's the foreman? Angie quits the foreman job?
Angie is a mother of 4 from Minto, New Brunswick.
You know what? It's crooked like here. Check Des Moines.
There.
That's it. That's all.
Eric, also a parent, is a nurse from Gatineau, Quebec.
If you want to do rocket science, you should have signed up for something else. Canada worst rocket science guy.
Then we have Johnny.
All right, we're going to do it over again.
Johnny is a constantly confused journalist from Red Deer, Alberta.
Yeah, they're all up.
And the final nominee for Canada's worst handyman
Could you listen to just what I'm trying to say?
is Brian M., an inquisitive Coast Guard officer from Sarnia, Ontario.
Can I show you what I sort of learned?
I don't want to know what you learned.
Okay.
If everyone's handiwork is going to improve here,
If you calm down instead of just freaking out.
Come on.
things are going to have to get a lot more civilized.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
No.
Do
You
it
measure.
yourself. Don't do it.
Here's the
And
hammer.
screw up.
There's the nails.
Listen.
We're on strike.
Sometimes dealing with these people gives me a splitting headache. Luckily, I have a very nice custom-made medicine cabinet, and it's fully stocked. Making a medicine cabinet is the next challenge for Canada's worst handyman. No, I'm just kidding.
In some ways, the medicine cabinet project began a week ago.
Mirrors.
On their first day of rehab, we took Canada's worst handyman shopping for supplies. For his medicine cabinet,
Small mirror tiles, Art Deco mirrors, mirrors with frames.
Johnny bought a mirror that will be hard to hang on a medicine cabinet. Brian M. bought a mirror almost as big, and Brian P. was having way too much fun to buy a mirror. Angie didn't buy a mirror either. So she salvaged the one from her bathroom wall. But today, she's regretting her decision.
This thing weighs a ton. Let me measure the mirror.
Angie's mirror is so huge,
Hold that right there, please.
her cabinet will be more like a closet.
It has to be the same size as the mirror.
Eric starts by wishing he bought a stud finder, and Brian P. doesn't want to start.
You know, some days you just can't get together. Honestly.
Johnny knows those days all too well. Johnny wants to use this thin plywood as his cabinet's backing, but he can't cut it. The solution to Johnny's problem is right under his nose.
Oh, is that the jigsaw? Yeah. Can I borrow that for a second?
Nope. Brian M. has work to do, just like Johnny. Gail is doing her work with the serious tools. That's Gail Prosser-Craig, one of our experts here at the Rehab Center. Gail is joined by Jeff Woodmansey, a contractor from Toronto. Together, they do every project the bad handymen do. To make the shelves fit seamlessly into her medicine cabinet frame, Gail is using the radial arm saw to cut slots, called dados, into a pine board. The trick to making dados is setting the saw blade so it only cuts halfway through the wood with each stroke. When the frame is glued together and the back is nailed on, Gail creates footholes for the hinge screws.
Smaller screws can be harder to get started in the wood, so I'm just using my nail set to get a starter hole going.
For the reflective surface,
One of the better ways to hang a mirror is to use construction adhesive.
Gail is sticking down 2 separate mirrors. A decorative facing, knob, and lid later, and this medicine cabinet is ready for shelves. Gail's artistic work took 55 minutes.
All right, let's set it on our workbench to dry.
This is not going to be a piece of art.
Brian M's cabinet contains so many nails, they're starting to fight back.
Oh, yeah, I'm really bleeding.
Do you really need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 31, 32 nails to hold that little piece of wood on the back?
You also don't need house framing nails.
Oh, crap. Split the sucker.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20?
After a full week in rehab, you'd think Johnny would be able to hammer better than this.
40?
I'm counting his swings, and Johnny's already at
50? 60? 68.
68.
68 swings of the hammer. You're hitting against nothing, so you're knocking this thing away every time.
We're just trying to get this thing done. I'd like to get a task done.
When we come back, the cabinets get finished.
Just hold it.
Yep, got it.
Okay, and then I'll...
Then drywall begins.
Holy man, I'm right over here.
Here at our isolated wilderness lodge, the nominees for Canada's Worst Handyman have been struggling to build medicine cabinets. Brian M. is getting close to done, but he doesn't know where his studs are.
Frig.
No one knows where their studs are.
There's got to be a stud here.
All the bad handymen should have bought stud finders when they were at the hardware store.